Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You watch my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of Ambitions Season 1, Episode 2. Alright, it's some juicy details, and let's go into it. Alright, so we know that Rondell, I was calling her Rhonda last review. I don't know why I was calling her Rhonda. It's Rondell. Rondell shop was got ransacked and got barged in by some goon. Everything. Basically, the officer was questioning her. She was answering every quick details down to the what he was wearing, what he looked like, all that stuff like that, what he had on, and how he talked. He said something about you know what time it is, bitch, and stuff like that. So it was like, okay, you know what's up. The father was not having it. He got the shotgun while he said, listen, they come after my daughter like boom boom bam. They're gonna be on site next time. And the police officer said, can you put the gun away? He said, I ain't putting no goddamn gun away. It's like that. You need a permit. He said, you don't need a permit in no freaking Georgia and guns. So I was like, wow. But the officer was like he didn't want to freaking, was trying to spin it on them like it's something, it's their fault that's happening. It's like, no, bitch. Something happened, do your job. And that's what it was. So apparently, Evan find out. So Evan found out and ran to the thing. He said, what the hell's going on? What happened? And told her about the place getting ransacked and all that stuff like that. She told her what happened, and then she said exactly what he said. And they was playing around a little bit. Evan and Rondell, they said, oh, they was playing around, joking a little bit. And the father said, you think this shit is funny? Ain't nothing funny what's going on here. So and then they told her, they said, where exactly did he say anything? He said, oh, you know what time it is, bitch. And right then and there, Evan knew exactly who it was. I said who? Because it wasn't Peters. Because it was like we thought it was Greg Peters that did that, because Peters wanted to shop, but Peters didn't make the move. It was somebody else. It was a low local thug that came to the shop and just trying to threaten, scare Rondell just to get her to sell, but not knowing that it did the opposite effect. It made her want to fight even more to keep the shop there, because she said you're not going to punk her ass to sell that shop. That shop been there for a while. Her mother run that shop restaurant. She continued the tradition of the mother, so she's not gonna fight it. She gonna keep that there, because Peters want that store so he could do whatever development he's trying to do, but she is fighting against it and stuff like that. So Evan knows who exactly this sent that shit. So he just ran. He ran and freaking barged into freaking the Steve and Irene Carlisle's place. And it say, listen, come here. I would say, listen, what you trying to do? I know what the hell you do. I know you can forget. I know your past dealings. I know what you used to do, all that stuff like that. If Steve would say, you better get out my face, boy. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what are you trying to get at? You coming at the wrong motherfucker. I'm like, I'm not the one. He said, I'm not the one. You coming at my sister again, you're going to be some problems. So Irene is sitting there smooth as a motherfucker. She said, son, listen, calm down. Listen, boy. Steve is the one who sent that gun to your sister's shop. I'm the one who sent that gun to your sister's shop. They both looked at her like, I said, ooh, Ivy, go ahead, bitch. You did that shit. She said that was smooth. And she said, oh, my intentions was not trying to hurt her. My intentions is to get her to scare her so she could sell. It would benefit all of us if she get that property done, and it would help us in the long run. And he said, no, y'all don't mess with my sister like that, because you don't know what it is. It's like no matter what. Even though I'm part of the family, because he said, do you think that people would like that you hire goons and stuff like that? How would people find out? He said, well, that information will never get out of this room, right? And I said, oh no, it will never get out of this room because he's family. She said, yeah, I must be married to your daughter, but don't forget, I am a Lancaster to her, and she's my sister. So mess with her again, we're going to be some problems. And he left. So Steve was like, ooh, I didn't know you had that in you. She said, listen, if I'm married to a man for umpteen years, like I think, how many years? She said 15 something years. You pick up some things. I said, oh shit, go ahead, Miss Irene. I hear that. You can't mess with you. All right, so we know that Evan is having an affair with Bella True, who was Stephanie designer, clothes designer. And she trying to get her business out there. She trying to make it big. So like that. Evan is help her, but she only doing locally. She trying to go nationally. So she's in the bed, because after he banged her out in the shower and they go and stuff like that, he said that's his woman. And if he had a whole wife and kids, he's still claiming Bella True that's his. So they get in bed, he sleep. But Spoken's like a true side chick to do shit like she supposed to be doing. She taking pictures while he's in the bed sleeping, took a picture of his body, and then she did put the phone next to the thing and had it on record. And after he woke up on herself, she enticed him to have sex again. And she recorded him having sex. I said, oh, you freaking dirty bitch. Like, come on now, really? But hey, that's a side chick for you. A side chick want to do any leverage to get what they want. And you can tell she likes Evan. Like, all that time you having sex and everything with him and thinking behind his back, behind Stephanie's back, somebody who's supposed to be your so-called friend. That's when you can't really have good friends around your man. Especially when your man is good looking and all that stuff. And he a powerful mayor of the city and having an affair. Like, come on now. Yeah, he don't care if this ever gonna come out. Because, you know, him and Stephanie don't really care for each other. So they not really having sex. They not really cop there for each other. All they do is there is for public appearances. It's like that. So that's all they there for public image. So nothing else, nothing more. Yeah, so she was taking pictures, and so they got her, and she was saying, when is gonna happen? When you gonna leave, something like that? When you gonna marry me? You promised to marry me, and I don't want to ring on my finger. When you gonna leave for your wife and to be with me? You know, the typical side chick kind of banter. You know what it is, and he hardly not gonna leave his wife, and you know Evans was the one who was feeding this false promises to her. Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave my wife. We're gonna be together. We're gonna have a family. We're gonna love to each other. I'm gonna be like that. Yada 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 yada. It's not gonna happen anytime soon. As long as he lives, until something really happened to make them divorce and get together. So basically playing Bella along. But know how possessive they are. He could have a wife and all that stuff like that, but she can't do anything else because he feel type of way about her being with Roderick. Alright, so Bella True was like, you supposed to help me. You supposed to get it like that. He said, what happened to the things I was helping you now? She said, that's local. I want to do internationally. All that stuff. And I want to do all big. And you supposed to do this. And you supposed to love me on stuff. And he said, he got to go. And she said, all that. So you know what? Then I can go to watch her. He said, you better not go fuck with me, girl. I'm not playing with you. You better not messing with me with this Roger. You better leave him alone. Oh, she said, well, I can fake whoever I want to. And she dropped her robe and went on. And he got weak again. And just went to have sex with her again. I said, oh, Evan, you're so weak. Alright, so Bella True was, Bella True was in an apartment. And then Inez, because Inez was working at the shop as well. And she is the mother of Bella True. And she was there at the thing, at the time when the shop got trespassed into. And she was telling the police officer exactly what happened when she knew because she was there. So she brought her grandson, Bella's son, to the place. And they said, you have fun with your grandma and stuff like that and all that stuff. And Inez said, listen, you better leave that guy alone. He is no trouble. I knew him since he was this baby, stuff like that, whatever. I knew he was young or stuff like that. And I know him before he was married, and he is no good for you. So leave him alone. And you know, True like a side chick, she said, oh, he loves me and it's not that. He gonna do that. He gonna leave his wife for me and it's gonna be love and all that stuff. I said, oh, yeah. Oh, Bella True. Bella. So Bella's at the park. And she trying to get some permit. Because she was at the day and she tried to do some campaign for something. And she had to do it that day so she could send it off so she could get some more dealings so she could get her business expanded. But the only thing is she don't have a permit at that park to do it. So the police officer tried to shut her down and say, listen, you can't do that, here. You can't do that. Also, she said, please, can you give me some time on something? I need to do this. I need to film it. I get this. I'm in a tight deadline. I gotta get it done. And she said, no, and I started. She said, what can I do for you? He tries. It was something, and then he was saying, oh, well, you can do something else for me. And I said, ooh, you trying to get with? Police officer, we didn't get down like that. Shit. So she called her Evan and tried to get Evan to get the permit because Evan was on his way to the Steven thing to confront them, and I already talked about that. And he said, no, I can't do that right now. No. Well, I gotta talk to you later. Bye. And she said, all right. So she called Roderick. Roderick next. I said, oh, that's a boo thing. Roderick came, talked to the police officer because he was still giving her on time. Everybody, the figure people who supposed to be her shoot, the actress, models, and stuff like that, was all like, can this girl get together? Like, what I'm sitting here for? Like, really? Can she get the fucking together? And Roderick paid the guy some money, and they gave him 45 minutes to shoot. Right when they about to start, here go Evan. I said, what the fuck you came from? You was nowhere near there, and you just run up to the girl, to your side, check out her side, do like that. Like, who does that? Like, you just boast your way over there. And I don't think Roderick knows that Bella True was messing with him, but Bella was looking at him, was like, oh shit. But she was like, damn, why he trying to steal my spotlight? He's trying to steal my shine, trying to clock my ass. And he said, oh, what you doing? All that stuff, and I see you and all that stuff. And basically trying to make a deal with the Roderick to be, because he got a well-known celebrity, he could be good for his campaign and stuff like that, and then be great, all that stuff. So he was saying, okay, cool. But he said, Bella is good. She got a lot of Instagram followers. She got no social media following. She could be helpful. He said, no, I don't want her. It's just with you. And she said, okay, cool, all that stuff. And then he looked at her and just walked away. And she was looking at her. I said, oh, girl, you in trouble now. So, yeah, that continued with that. So Evan met Bella, right, at the house. Bella brought the boy to the freaking house. And he was playing, and he said, the boy said, oh, Mr. Lila. And Mr. Lancaster, or Mr. Evan. He said, Mr. Evan. And Evan gave him a freaking tablet. He said, you know what the tablet is? He said, you just press this button, you can watch things, go in the room, and all that to watch. And Bella said, what are you doing here? He said, can the father come and see his son? I said, son! Oh, hell to the no. I draw my freaking jaw drop. When I said, what? Your son? I didn't even think that would be your son. I mean, I thought it would probably be some random dude she had messed with in the past, got pregnant, and being a single mother. Not knowing the son is freaking Evans. Now he got a love child outside the damn marriage. That is a scandal. First of all, you not only you married, you cheating on your wife, even though you're not doing much. Cheating on the wife with Bella True, having a whole house affair, and then you got this girl pregnant, and that's your son. Really, you got a son on top of Carly, all of you have with Stephanie. Wow, that Evan, you surprised me. You surprised me. All right. So Titus and Marva. All right. So Marva's in the bed, watches the councilman. What was his name? Yeah, Councilman Hamilton. Kent Hamilton. Councilman Kent Hamilton. And Kent Hamilton was ragging on freaking Evan Lancaster. He was ragging on the motherfucking hard. Like really. Like talking dog smack to Lancaster about the mayor. So she was looking at it. So Titus came in. I said, oh, damn. Titus is a good looking. All right. He's a good looking guy. Came in, talked to the thing. And he said he apologized. She said, well, you got to apologize for me on all that stuff for. He said, all right, I understand. It's like, I apologize. I should have told you. Because he never told her about meeting with Stephanie. So she felt type of way about that. Like you could at least told me. And he said, yeah, I apologize. It was not my intention to keep it a secret. It's like that. And I should have told you I had met up with her. But you are the only person I want to be with. You're the only person I want to love and grow loads with and all that stuff. And she was like, okay. Stuff like that. She was like, listen. And she asked him, do you have feelings for Stephanie? Do you still have feelings? To be straight up. He said, I don't have no feelings for her. All my eyes, my heart, my love is with you, Amara. And there's nothing else. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. And that's all. And he said, it's always gonna be for you. It's always gonna be you, and there's nothing else. And Marva's not in my radar, and it's about only me, you. She said, oh, you just saying that, or you really mean it, or you talk a good game, or you just do a lip service. He said, lip service. I said, ooh, girl, you said the wrong word, cause now he about to give you the lip service. Hey, he ready, definitely did. Lay her ass in the beds and ate her coochie out. I said, ooh, go ahead, mama, get that. Shit. And but so yeah, so that was that. And so then she met up because she's doing the case against the Lancaster because she got the big case and she tried to take them down. And she went to see Councilman Hamilton. And they were talking, and Councilman was giving her a little hard time. He said all that stuff. And he said, you know, Stephanie and Grace and this. So we got back and forth. And to the point she said, you know what, I'm wasting my time. I thought you could be somebody great, but nah. So he said, hold up. He said if you really want to get down at Lancaster, talk to his mistress. And she said, "Oh, mistress," and the mistress is Bella True. It said she went back in and continued talking to him. I like so. So Stephanie came to see her mother. She's felt him down, toned down, all that stuff like that. And the mother said, "What's going on? What's wrong?" And she just said, "Oh, is it about your man?" And she said, "Listen, boo boo. I know you're working hard. I know you're doing this and lots like that. But you have to learn. It's like sometimes you got to make things and do things on your own and work on it. Because I have been doing mine and being in the shadow. But when I start making moves for myself, I got better and I mean happy. So you got to turn that upside down, frown into your happiness. So you got to do whatever you want to do to make yourself happy." And basically, that's what she said. So Stephanie and Evan talk in the table, and she basically confronted him and said, "Listen, you've been putting in a lot of late nights. Like, what you be doing? Like, come on now." And he said, "Oh, don't worry about it." So she said, "Don't disrespect me. Do not disrespect me." And he just walked away. I said, "Oh, they two relationship is saying all that because they was talking about some freaking thing they were supposed to be doing with the kids and stuff like that. Still put on public appearances like that and try to show good faith and in the public eye." But they can't stand each other. So they made some small talk, and then she confronted him about that stuff. And but Stephanie also feel like why she being punished. But the mother said, "Listen, do what you gotta do, make yourself happy, and encourage her to do better. You will do well." And so it took upon herself to figure Stephanie to text freaking Titus around 2 something in the morning. I said, "Listen, anytime you text somebody after 12 o'clock, that's booty call. Like, come on. Even after 11 o'clock, that's booty call hours. 11, 12, all the way to 6 o'clock in the morning, that's booty call hours." So, that you're not doing business. So she texts him being funny like that. And Amara, light sleeper as she is, heard the thing. Because I'm a light sleeper too sometimes. When I sleep, and I gotta be deep sleeper. When I heard some noise and stuff, I definitely will wake up and I definitely hear what things going on. Even some people talking, I be sleeping, I still hear conversation. So she answered. She couldn't get in the phone, so she used his finger to open it, and then she saw it, and then she responded back to Amara. No, Stephanie. Stephanie's sitting there and waiting for the thing because she think it's supposed to be waiting for Titus, but actually Amara's the one who responded. So Amara met there, and they had a little small little bantering. Basically, we find out that Amara has been like in the shadow or following behind Stephanie in college, just like that. Knew Stephanie all her moves and stuff like that, and to the point that in one little slip up from Stephanie, it got Titus that Amara won. So basically, she played chess. It got one at the end. It got the man that Stephanie had won it because it slipped out of her fingers. Because Amara was slithering, watching her own moves, watching her behavior, watching her style, and slipped under it and got the man and all that stuff. So basically, it's that. So at the end of that, Amara said, "Stop coming after my man, and don't be texting him in on 2 o'clock in the morning." She said, "I was trying to text him so we could talk about some business about the thing about the case." She said, "Well, you go talk to him at normal business hours, not in 2 o'clock in the morning." I said, "That's right." So Mama said, "Don't answer me." She said, "Oh, duly noted." I said, "Oh, those tension between these two is fierce." All right. So Stephanie wanted to get some dirt on Marva or something like that. So she hired a guy named Nick. I think he's a investigator for her. And Nick told her, said, "Listen, Amara been a bad girl. She cheated on Titus with a guy named Damian Collins. And that would cause her to get the promotion, and she won the big case they had at the time. So like that. So she said, "Oh, Amara, you naughty girl." So she gonna use that against Amara one day. Even though Titus knew about it. But they're working on that stuff. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So we get Rondell at the restaurant because she's still trying to do it, and Councilman Hamilton went to Rondell, and basically it seemed like there gonna be some little tension going on with those two, and I don't know if he's trying to play an angle to play her, or he really care for Rondell. So they were talking for a little bit, and she was like, "Don't think I ain't gonna know about what you did to my brother. You trying to talk smash to my brother?" He said, "Yeah, I'm trying to help you all that stuff because I'm from the banks and I know what's going on, and I just want to make it right and help you fight." So they got along. She said, "I would do this." He said, "I would do this if you do something for return." But I don't know what's the in return that he's talking about. But they're going to help each other out. So she had a meeting called NAG. Called Neighbors Against Gentrification. and it nag, and then when we were Valley, people gave her resistance a little bit at first, because it's like, this and that, this and that, and give her a pushback. One guy, he said, Peter came to me, and I'm thinking about selling, and I can move. He said, nobody talk about you coming here, moving. We talk about saving this spot, and saving our legacy, and saving our history in this damn neighborhood, and nobody gonna be driving us away. So long story short, Councilman came and talked to them, and they gave him a little hard time. He said, when you gonna do this, and when you gonna fix this, and when you gonna do that, and he talked, and after a while, everybody was on board, and it's like that. And even that one guy, he was like, listen, oh, you gonna work with this guy, he trying to talk to you about it. She said, Evan don't freaking rule over me, so you sit your behind down. The father said, God, he said, yeah, boy, sit down. And he sat down, eating his heroes. I said, motherfucker, you eating all these damn sandwiches, but you want to come at them. Fucker, shut down and eat your food. And basically all go agree to do the rally and sign their signatures on the pad. And that was that. Then we get the last thing when Marva came home, and Marva Titus is still gonna make it work, and he said it's gonna be for you. She missed Deja and their daughter, because Deja away, and she told Titus that she met with Stephanie and stuff like that. He said, how'd that go? And he said, I just told what I need to say, and that's it. And that was that. And Titus said, no matter what, it's gonna be us. We'll make it work, and it'll be us. And that was that. Like I said, this episode was good, y'all. I'm enjoying it so far. I can't wait to see next week. Please, if you enjoyed the videos, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Hit that red subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified for all my videos. Once again, I thank everyone who have been subscribed to my channel. I love doing these videos. I'm going to keep pushing out these videos. So, till next time, peace.